Good afternoon. Welcome to the Wall Street Weekly Wrap-Up with your host, John Newquist. May 13th, 2023. And been a flat week. We had some excitement at the beginning with Monday. Tyson missed by 84 cents, and that's a huge, huge miss. I mean, you don't see a Fortune 500 company usually miss by that much. It's bad. It's bad. And they lost money. And that's amazing because food is not cheap. They should be able to handle it. Revenues were flat, and of course the market just dropped them. You can see the drop way over here. I mean, it was in a negative wedge, and then the bottom fell out. So nothing good about this stock. I wouldn't recommend it. I would stay out of the food manufacturing area because something's having problems. PayPal, it's down to $64. I mean, this was a stock that was, quadruple that, during the, COVID times. But the big issue, if you're looking at it, is if we take a look at the, what they call the price to sales ratio, it's down. I mean, everything you used to buy these fintechs with, this is at record lows. And you can see this, idea, the, PayPal to the price ratio, price to earnings, everything, it's bad. The one that we're watching, and this is because they waited for the Apple call, is Apple is probably going to take share from PayPal. And, this is a poll on consideration, but I think we're seeing this actually happen. And, I use Google Pay. I've used PayPal a lot. I don't see the problem. They're all one and the same. It's whoever gets it. There's Amazon Pay. And so there's not like, PayPal is in a market that was hot when they were the only ones out there. I remember they were the first one with eBay, and going back way back, like in the 90s. That was a bad time, but, well, it's actually a crazy time. But, that's what you used. You had PayPal. It was a way to deal with it. It's always been good. It's been secure. But we're in different time. These big players, these tech companies, Amazon, Google, Apple, want this market. And PayPal's trying to fend off. And what we're going to get is it's going to be very low costs in transactions. Stats of the week, I'm watching the corn market and the wheat market and the soybean market. I mean, look at this drop. Holy smokies. I mean, this is stuff that it was up, and, they're going to tell me there's going to be a rice shortage this summer, which may happen. But look at the corn. We're down, quite a bit. Quite a bit. I mean, so if you're holding millions and millions of bushels in these grain silos waiting for a higher price, good luck. Got a lot of upward resistance with the blue line. It could be a long, tough summer. I mean, unless there's a big drought or something, we're going to have it. Otherwise, the oil stayed in the 70s, got down in the 60s, went up a little bit higher in the 70s. Natural gas is still below 3 and probably be below 3 the whole summer. Gold up and down over 2,000. It really doesn't want to make its mind up. So, but it is, remember, 2,000 was a big resistance, so we're going to hopefully consolidate a while. And the Aztec industry, it's up to 17. Remember, it was up to 18%. That's not bad. S&P, 7.4, almost what it was 3 months ago in the end of March. The Dow went negative and then went positive on Friday. But the mid-cap, look at this horrible chart. Got our wedge. It's been dropping a lot. And if you go back, it's not good. I mean, if we go back to the October lows, we're not as bad as the October lows. But we're not that much better either. I mean, you're talking a little bit better. A lot of people are saying we're going to have the recession and it's going to break the lows, but that's what a lot of people say. Who cares? I mean, the issue is you can watch it. It's just that the mid-caps are not growing as much. And the CPI, the good news, it's below 5, the first time in 2 years. I mean, we got up there. And, people, I remember growing up with 5% inflation, so I'm not too worried about 5%. People, it's high, but will we get down to 2%? No. Will it get below 4% this summer? That's the real question, and I think, we might. That's a hope that we'll get there. And then Ring, wow, Ring, popped up. You can see the jump in here. Now, Ring's been in a ugly decline, for a long time. I mean, look at this 200-day moving average. I mean, this thing's like off the chart. It's almost vertical. So, the EPS, I mean, it's not the EPS, the stock price of Ring has been down 80% when it got down here to the lows. And it fairly close to the lows. So I used a Ring camera in the car. I like it. I think people subscribe to it. I don't think people are going to switch out to another device. that would be outside, but we don't know. I mean, you got to remember, when you start taking a big market share like PayPal, people are going to start looking and say, I can do the same thing and I'll cut it in half because I want market share. Disney, oh my God, this battle between DeSantis and Disney is just ugly. It's just ugly. Both sides are losing on this. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. But the big thing, Netflix subs went up, Disney subs went down, and they beat that company up. I mean, look at this drop. They had people coming in there and said, oh yeah, the November lows will go out there, and got up to 115, and everybody's buying and buying and buying, and then last 3 days, sell, sell, sell. So there's a lot of people thinking it might go down to this November, December low of, December, and I don't know. I mean, theme parks are doing good. They have a great franchise. Guardian Galaxy is doing good. It's just people don't want to start. I get ESPN Plus. I don't get Disney. I mean, it's, I don't have the kids, so it's not a big deal. But I mean, it's something to think about. If it gets down to that level, maybe it's worth the nibble. And of course, we're all watching the regional banks, and PacWest is in trouble because they said deposits fell, and that's the herd leaving the company. And of course, it doesn't much matter. I mean, it's at $4 or something now. You can see the 200-day moving average is at 20, and it was, much, much higher than that. So, the question is there going to be another one after PacWest? Is there going to be another one after that one? So people are working. We all can't be jumping into Citibank, Bank of America, and JP Morgan. We got 4,000 banks left. So we're probably going to go down to like 3,500 by the end of this year, maybe. I don't know. People are starting to panic, but let's not hope. I want to see it go in there. Buffett said it's implied that the depositors will be covered. And again, we haven't made any changes this week. Again, we're overweight communication services and information technology, underweight real estate and financial, thankfully, and then energy, of course, with the oils going down and everything else. So, like I said, there's people out there telling you, I saw the one sell on Exxon. I says, well, we got to pick an energy company. Exxon's about as good as they get. So, but remember, being diversified is what's important. You have to spread the risk out. You do not want to overweight all communication information technology in case it collapses. Okay. We'll see you next week. Hopefully you have a good week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.